If you were online in 2017, you probably heard of Lil Tay, the 9-year-old who made waves on social media for boasting about being the richest kid on the planet. She came from seemingly nowhere, flaunting Ferrari's multi-million-dollar mansions and making the internet lose its mind with her endless flexing videos. But then the young star disappeared without a trace, with no explanation. Then, just when everyone thought the story had ended in 2023, the internet exploded with shocking news: Lil Tay had passed away. Major news outlets published the story, and the online community mourned. But only 24 hours later, Lil Tay reappeared alive and well. What happened? From a flexing millionaire child to a victim of media manipulation, Lil Tay's story is more twisted than a Netflix documentary. In 2017, Lil Tay made headlines for boasting about her wealth, Ferrari's mansions, and piles of cash. Her Instagram photos and videos were full of her flexing, claiming she went from a ghetto in Atlanta to Hollywood's top. She quickly gained 1.2 million followers within 2 weeks, despite posting just under 10 photos. Her fame caught the attention of major celebrities like Chief Keef, XXXTentacion, and Lil Pump, taking photos with them and appearing in videos that pushed her even further into the chaotic lifestyle she was portraying. In May 2018, just 5 months after her rise to fame, a video surfaced revealing the truth behind her persona. The video showed her brother instructing her on how to act tough and show off. People were shocked, but some realized it might be a part of a bigger publicity stunt. The video of her brother teaching her to act cool only added fuel to the fire. It was later revealed that Lil Tay's mother, a real estate agent in Vancouver, had been using homes that were for sale to film her daughter's flexing videos. She borrowed luxury cars like Mercedes from her company without permission, and when the company found out, she was fired. After Lil Tay's career hit rock bottom, she disappeared from social media for almost 3 years. No posts, no updates, just complete silence. Then, in 2020, out of nowhere, her Instagram account posted a shocking story with just 2 words: "Help me." The internet went wild, with many people believing that this was a desperate cry for help. Was she in danger? Was this another PR stunt? Some fans speculated that the "Help Me" post was a strategic move to create more drama and get attention. Others, however, wondered if this was an actual cry for help. Unfortunately, Lil Tay did not provide any further context or explanation about the message. The ambiguity of the situation only fueled even more conspiracy theories and questions. Was Lil Tay truly in trouble? Or was it just another ploy to keep her relevant in a world where fame can fade away as quickly as it comes? In the end, there was no clear explanation. The "Help Me" story faded away as quickly as it came, and once again, Lil Tay was out of the public eye. In 2021, a GoFundMe campaign was launched with a shocking claim: Lil Tay needed to be freed from her father's custody. The campaign raised $17,000 with an emotional message claiming that Lil Tay was suffering under her father's care. The goal was to liberate her from what was portrayed as an abusive situation. However, as time went on, there were no updates or details shared about how the money was being used, which made some people suspicious. The campaign was promoted as a rescue mission for Lil Tay, but questions soon arose. Who was really behind the campaign? Was Lil Tay's father truly as bad as they portrayed, or was there more to the story? Why was there such little transparency about the use of the raised funds? The only update on the GoFundMe page came a week after the campaign was launched, and it left people even more confused. It claimed that Lil Tay's father, Chris Hope, was allegedly in debt and had stolen millions from his daughter. The update also stated that the documents and legal proceedings were sealed and wouldn't be available to the public. This led many people to question the authenticity of the entire campaign. What was even more bizarre was the lack of accountability. People who donated money had a right to know what was happening with their funds. Was the legal battle progressing? Was Lil Tay actually saved from her father? Yet there were no updates on these matters. No one followed up on the lawsuit, and Lil Tay's family remained silent, which raised even more suspicions about the real motives behind the campaign. there were also allegations that Lil Tay's brother, the same person who had managed her social media and shaped her public image, may have been pocketing the GoFundMe funds. The lack of transparency and no official updates left people questioning if Lil Tay's brother had exploited the situation for his own gain. This raised another big question. Why wasn't there a clear explanation or any public accountability for the funds? Was it really a fight to help Lil Tay, or was it just another way to capitalize on her story? Eventually, after some time, the GoFundMe campaign faded into the background, with no further updates or resolution. The funds that had been raised were never fully accounted for, and Lil Tay's fate remained a mystery. In 2023, Lil Tay's return was accompanied by a new twist. She released a K-pop music video and made a comeback to the public eye with a professional promotional campaign. However, this return raised even more eyebrows as it seemed to lack the usual authenticity Lil Tay had once been known for. But just 2 weeks after this brief resurgence, Lil Tay vanished from the spotlight again, leaving people wondering what had happened. This disappearance led to a growing conspiracy theory. Could this entire saga have been part of a crypto scam? Some reports began to link Lil Tay's sudden reappearance to the launch of a cryptocurrency called Lil Tay token, which seemed to have a connection to her name and brand. The idea behind this theory was that someone wanted to bring Lil Tay's name back into the spotlight only to introduce a new crypto token linked to her. The speculation was that the Lil Tay token would capitalize on the sentimental value associated with Lil Tay's name, especially after all the drama and headlines she had caused. The goal would be to generate a rush of people buying the token out of curiosity, or for the sake of nostalgia, thinking they were supporting Lil Tay's comeback. This theory seemed even more plausible when Lil Tay's return was so strategically timed and her music release was oddly well coordinated with the crypto promotion. Could it all have been a way to use Lil Tay's fame to promote a crypto token? While this theory has not been proven, the connection between Lil Tay's comeback and the launch of the crypto token raised some serious questions. It is important to remember that in the world of internet fame, many things are manipulated for profit, and Lil Tay's story seems to fit perfectly within this pattern. The true intentions behind Lil Tay's comeback might never be fully understood, but the crypto theory remains one of the most bizarre and speculative aspects of her story. Lil Tay's story is a perfect example of how internet fame can easily be manipulated for financial gain. From her rise as a young flexer to the theories surrounding her disappearance and reappearance, her life has been filled with drama, controversy, and manipulation. While it's unclear if Lil Tay was a victim of exploitation or whether she was a willing participant in her own publicity stunt, the truth remains that her fame was built on a foundation of manipulated images and false narratives. Her story serves as a cautionary tale for the dark side of social media fame. The pressure to maintain relevancy and attention can lead people, especially young children, down dangerous paths. The line between authenticity and exploitation is often blurred in the pursuit of fame and fortune. Whether or not Lil Tay's story was just a publicity stunt or something more serious, it highlights how easily fame and attention can be manipulated for profit. The question remains: how much of what we see on social media is real, and how much of it is just a carefully crafted performance for clicks and views? Lil Tay's rise and fall remind us of the dangers of seeking fame and validation from online platforms, and how easily that fame can turn into a double-edged sword.